Hello everyone. Today I know what you're thinking. Why am I looking at a black screen? Because it's the first, I guess, first frame of the video. But I'm starting this new video YouTube series. It is called Worst Videos I've Seen on the Internet, where I'm going to just, rant about one of the worst videos on the Internet. It could be from a YouTube content creator that I like, that I dislike. This one, I'm not really sure. Some of my favorite ranters are Some Guy 827 and I Must Destroy All. You want to know who's friends with those two? This guy, Mr. Official Gattaca, some guy's bestest friend in the world. And I honestly can't see why. Some of his videos hit, some of them miss. This is one of his biggest misses. This video, I got so, this is a really bad video. It is Joshua Frankenstein's Logic, The Devil's Coffee. Now, okay, let me get this off. While I am religious, I'm not overly religious, and I do not like Joshua Frankenstein. Oh my goodness gracious, I hate him. I call him Frankenstein because Frankenstein's a monster, like Joshua Fergenstein. So I call him Joshua Frankenstein. But this video isn't much better. Okay, it's better. Joshua Frankenstein's disgusting. But let's just see how bad this video really is. Actually, the premise of the video of him complaining about just the cup of coffee is a really good idea. But he just goes on with, rambles, and it leads to just pretty much how much he just hates Christians on a whole. And what's funny is What's funny is, warning, the following viewpoints are presented in this video are strictly viewpoint of the individuals in this video. If your mind is closed tighter than the virgin and can't process that thought or the process of the whole video before sharing your opinion, feel free to exit out of the video, internet browser, and disabling all internet connection. What a prick. So he's basically saying, hey, don't take this video so seriously, or if you do, get off the internet. I'm just gonna state just how bad this video is. Without further ado, let's go. Hold on a second. Do not do this, please. My charger's just messed up.
Hey, what's up, guys? Stoutmeister here, and today's episode is brought to you by The Devil's Coffee.
Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think the charger thing has been fixed.
The Devil's Coffee. Now, do you all know why this right here is the Devil's Coffee? Because this cup right here is a solid red. And solid red represents Satan. And Satan is using the liberal agenda to get rid of Christmas altogether.
Yeah, I think you're messing up, Mr. Stoutmeister. Satan represents in the game Minecraft.
And replace it
or Pokemon
with happy holidays. Not to mention there's no nativity scene outside of Starbucks. Not to mention there's no Frosty the Snowman or Santa Claus or Christmas lights on this cup right here. Not to mention I'm getting worked up about Christmas when Thanksgiving hasn't even come yet, let alone the month of December. And
That's
yeah,
true.
I got nothing else better to do than to get worked up about such trivial matters. Oh, bless you, Joshua.
Unfortunately, he gets worked up way too much about such a trivial, stupid issue. Do you see me? He gets twitchy mad in this video. I gotten mad at stupid situations. Like the Lego, taking down this whole sticker set because one of them said, hey, babe, even though it was, construction workers. But I wasn't like, oh, you woman, you just make me sick. you'll see what I mean. I didn't go like that. I'm like, oh my god, people need to stop complaining. And that's pretty much what this video should have been. This video shouldn't have been 13 minutes long. It should have been like 5. And for the first 5 minutes or so, it's actually a pretty good video. But then it goes on.
Here, Stein. Oh, thank you, God's holy messenger, for raising awareness of this heathenistic monstrosity going on in Starbucks right now. Oh, bless you for raising awareness using the hashtag Merry Christmas. Star followers lie about their names in order to get Merry Christmas on their cups. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you so.
I don't know. Satanist. That woman on the Starbucks cup of coffee, or this guy. Okay, it's the woman on the Starbucks coffee. It's Alakazam! No.
I must say, this vanilla cappuccino right here, it's so worth going to hell. Oh, so much.
That's actually what's funny is I used to go to a what was it? It was the place where like the adolescents and teenagers went to Christmas. I forgot what it was called. Oh crap! But they had a building and they sold Starbucks there, which is funny.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am not even joking here. Joshua Durstenstein got so worked up about this solid red, got so worked up about this cup that he just had to pull out his iPhone and film himself with vertical footage nonetheless, and bitch about it. He had to film himself making a statement that this solid red cup here is the work of the devil. It's the liberal agenda to get rid of Christmas and replace it with happy holidays. He got so worked up about this that he convinced his millions of followers to lie, which, by the way, break.
Why do all the stupidest of people have to have millions of followers? Like Joshua Frankenstein, really? The Claude Frollo of the internet? That sucks.
It's the 9th commandment, motherfucker. He came to Starbucks and say that their names were Merry Christmas. I am not even joking here, folks. Joshua Durstenstein and his followers actually believe that this little trolling scheme that they're playing is clever. Well, I hate to break it to you guys, but it's the exact opposite of clever. And a few notes that Joshua Durstenstein needs to take in particular. First of all, with the amount of times that you've gone viral on social media to the point where you've landed spots at a company like Starbucks, which is a multi-billion-dollar company, a multi-billion-dollar franchise, don't you think that they would catch on to your little game? And secondly, you don't think that Starbucks is actually turning the tables around and actually trolling you? Because you're the ones giving them money because you oh so desperately need to get your coffee so you can simultaneously bitch about that solid red cup. And another thing you need to take note of, if you truly want a business to fall at all, you do the exact opposite of buying their products. You boycott them. You smear campaign them so that you can get other followers to follow suit with your agenda.
Like I said, this guy's first few minutes of his video isn't bad. Then it goes to hell. Unintended.
Do anything but buy their products. Good lord, this is basic stuff here, and yet you're so dumb that you can't even follow suit. But nonetheless, thank you for giving the rest of us something to laugh at. Thank you very much. And for that, I gotta give you 2 thumbs up. Good job. And if you're just a troll that's just trying to troll everyone, then you're a genius. But I have a feeling that it's the opposite of trolling that you're doing.
What if he actually was trolling? Though unfortunately, I don't think so. That would be hilarious if he did. He's a genius. Is that how you get popular? Just troll everyone? Or I should just tell everyone, hey, you like swag bucks? You can get a zillion swag bucks by going on to swagbucks.com/sign-up and sign up. You should get a quadrillion swag bucks. And just everyone be disappointed as they only get 6. I'm a genius.
Considering the fact that there's so many idiotic people like you in this world, good lord. Instead of actually touching up on actual issues such as world hunger and homelessness that's going on in America and sex trafficking, touching up on corrupt politics in this country and corrupt politics worldwide, instead of touching up on issues that are actually important, Johnson, along with millions of other morons that follow the Christian faith, get worked up about a...
What? Did he just say millions of followers that follow the Christian faith? Is he serious? Couldn't he just said millions of followers who follow Joshua Durdenstein? Or he says I call him Joshua Frankenstein. Instead of the Christian faith? Dude, go to a Christian place. They're talking about, like... They're not talking about this. In fact, if they did, they're probably like, look how stupid this is.
Solid red cup. All because it doesn't have the words Merry Christmas, or Christmas ornaments, or Santa Claus, or Frosty the Snowman, or anything that's Christmassy. And they replace Christmas with Happy Holidays, and they feel like Christmas is being from that phrase. When in reality, Happy Holidays is a combination of all holidays that are celebrated around that time, like Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, and so on and so forth. Christmas wasn't around since the dawn of time. It's been around long before Christmas, and Christmas wasn't the birth of Jesus Christ until the Catholic Church declared it so. And hell, there's no documentation of his on December 25th anyway, and your Christian scholars prove that. December 25th. That particular day, and in some cases, that particular week line in the timeline calendar in general, have always been a time where many different cultures all across the world celebrated with activities based on that particular culture. We've seen this with ancient Babylon, where they had sun worship long before the New Testament. Then we've seen this with the Romans, where from December to December 25th, they celebrated Saturnalia, where they pretty much got into all sorts of trouble in the name of driving out evil spirits, as well as worshiping the deity Saturn. The Roman Catholics wanted a piece of that action, and they wanted to compete with the pagan holidays going around it. So they proclaimed that December 25th was the birth of Jesus Christ. And this took place hundreds of years after the New Testament was written. And then we have Nick, and they pretty much turned it into a profit where people pretty much have to buy gifts for one another, in which most cases people aren't going to be using those gifts anyway.
The gift I haven't used was my grandparents buying the Sonic and the Secret Rings. And this is it. All you privileged little butt wipes, you're just selling your gifts because you don't like it. Dude, I haven't even sold like one of the worst games in the history because my grandparents got it to me. Gave it to me. What if they pass away? What if they just die and I'm like, oh, at least I still have Sonic and the Secret Rings that they gave to me, even though they also gave me Lego Pirates of the Caribbean that is like 10 quadrillion billion times better than Sonic and the Secret Rings. So, if you've sold some of the people who gave you presents, gifts, you're a tool. And you're just a privileged, spoiled little piece of crap. I'm sorry. I don't care how bad the gift was. Shut up.
Oh, yeah. We can see how Christmas has a long line in history. And the very fact they're getting worked up by the church. And there's no mention of Christmas in the fucking Bible. And your scholars even say that the birth of Christ didn't happen on December 25th. If anything, they're saying that it happened around the summer or fall. If Jesus actually did come into the...
Oh my god, I would love to have a summer Christmas. Because you know what that meant? More money for more Wii U games.
world, they're saying it happened around that time. So what the hell does that say about you people? Come the fuck on! Getting worked up over this shit like that.
Unfortunately, he does get pretty worked up over this.
Oh, I'm not going to sit here and deny the existence of hatred towards Christians. We've seen this throughout history time and time again, and we still see this today. If you go to countries such as Yemen, North Korea, and certain other parts of the world, you could get arrested, if not killed, for being a Christian. Whereas in the first world, there are... You want to know the root cause of it is? The hypocrisy that is behind your evangelical pastors, your televangelists, your everyday Christians, as well as the narcissism that follows that.
Okay, so you're gonna say, oh, you Christians are just so narcissistic, you think you're better than us. Says the people, like, I'm not gonna say all atheists, because I know, like, lots of atheists are just so cool. But you're gonna... Atheism has a more of a generalization of being just narcissists. There are tons of just so many different religions just thinking they're better than everyone else just because of their own religion.
The fact that you people get worked up about people saying happy holidays instead of Merry Christmas because you want to...
Honestly, it's mostly Christmas, or Christians. Where I live, I have not seen a single person who gets worked up. I've seen people who, like, complained about it, but that's only because whenever they say Merry Christmas, they're like, you should say Happy Holidays. I'm gonna, like, go on your own speech. No, I'll say whatever I want. You want to say Happy Holidays? Great. Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas. So,
make it all about you. Despite the very fact that's been proven time and time again that other cultures all across the world in the past, present, and perhaps cultures in the future celebrating Christmas in any other way have celebrated this holiday in different ways.
I get he's right. But I wonder what would have happened if Joshua Fernstein was Jewish and there were Jews complaining about this issue. Would it get as much hate than if they were Christians? No, because it's the cool thing to hate on Christians, right? Yeah, of course. All Christians are just Bible thumpers. No, not really. Like, that's like a tenth of them. Because, believe it or not, Christianity's the biggest religion. The most practiced religion in America, not atheism.
We have seen this time and time again, but no! Your church tells you that it is irrefutable proof that Jesus was born on December 25th, and you eat that shit up, and you want to make it all about you. You.
Look at his face. That is the face of sheer mad. Dude. These people who got aggravated over this stuff, they're annoying. Don't get me wrong, and it's terrible. But look, let me go back.
Jesus was born on December 25th, and you eat that shit up, and you want to make it all about you.
Yeah, just look at that face. That's the face of I am so angry, and it really is. He really does, dude. Who's the one who sounds and looks aggravated here? Give you a hint. Seriously. You're getting worked up over this. I'm not. I'm playing with an action figure right now. So.
You. Because you don't have a grasp of the world. You don't have a concept of what the real world is actually like, what reality is actually like. No, you want to live in your fantasy you.
So, liberalism?
That's pretty much all I see with this whole red cup bullshit that I'm seeing from Joshua Fierstein and his fucking idiotic followers. If you people were this passionate about raising awareness of actual issues going on in the world right now, if you were this passionate about getting rid of sex trafficking that involves children and adults, if you were this passionate about raising awareness of world hunger and domestic hunger and doing everything, if you were this passionate about raising awareness of homelessness that goes on domestically and worldwide and doing everything you can to combat that, if you had this much passion about getting rid of corrupt politics that affects America, you had this much passion about raising actual awareness of Christians that are actually getting executed for their faith alone.
Which, for the most part, they do. Go to churches, they're saying, complain. The reason you're looking at this, and you're looking at these people who are complaining about a cup, is because this isn't a church. This is the media. The media is full of idiots like Joshua Frankenstein and Claude Frollo copies. But real Christians who just follow the Christian faith, they go to church. That's where they talk about their religion. And they're talking about the actual problems. Not the stupid cup stuff. They usually just sell their Starbucks.
If you had this much passion about actual issues instead of placing so much passion in things like this fucking red cup right,
and so much passion on just people into complaining about stupid trivial issues, and I get it. These people are I get why you would be upset, because these people just look ridiculous. But that's the thing, they just look ridiculous. Just say you look stupid. You're just getting so offended and worked up by it. Stop it. It's a shame that most Christians have to be lumped into this category. Actually, I'm gonna have to lie. I went to Starbucks and I did lie about my name. I did. But I didn't say Merry Christmas. I said Mr. Thenikin. And I said Mr. Bobikin for Mr. Bobikin's cup of joe. Because if he doesn't get his cup of coffee, he'll go on a killing spree.
Here, then this world would be a better place. But instead, you want everything to revolve around you because you're so full of yourselves, you're so narcissistic that you want to live in your own utopia. You want everything and everyone, and you see everyone else that doesn't view the world the same as you do as vermin. You proclaim that these people deserve hellfire and deserve to get burned for all eternity just because they're not exactly like you. And for that, you fucking sicken me.
Is he talking about just the Joshua Ferguson, or is he talking about Christians? Because Christians don't think that. In fact, on Christmas, when my dad was still around, we went to a Catholic church, and he's like, even if you aren't, even if you're Islamic, you're atheist, you're Jewish, God doesn't care, because he loves you, because you're his children. They don't practice hate speech. The Westboro Baptist Church does, but that doesn't represent a religion in its entirety.
No wonder Christianity is being seen as a joke.
Dude, are you serious? Okay, now I fully understand. No, you're talking about Christianity as a whole. Oh, I understand. Again, no, people don't view Christianity as a joke. They do on, like, Reddit or YouTube. But guess what? The internet isn't the real world. In the real world, people usually do follow it and don't believe in this stupid... Do you really think every single Christian is a Bible thumper who thinks that people who don't think the same way that you do burn in hellfire? Do you really think that? No, absolutely not. Not even close. So it seems this is the real reason why I consider this one of the worst videos. He's just going after every single Christian. You're like, you're just a Bible thumper and you disgust me. We teach my little stepbrother to love. And that's what Christianity is all about. This stuff that you hear, it is media lies. And no, again, Christianity is the biggest, most practiced religion in America. Not atheism. And most atheists just don't believe. Just don't believe in it. They have no problems with Christians. So, like, people who view Christianity as a joke. 1/10,000th, I guess. Maybe.
It's because of people like you. You could say that it's the
Joshua Frankenstein is Frankenstein is a jerk.
fault of other religious groups, other philosophical.
Okay, dude, listen. You want to talk about religions that hate on others? Look up what Muslims. Look at the Kwanzaa, if that really is. I forgot the term for it. They teach hate homosexuals, hate people who aren't Muslims. That's what they preach. And again, not every Muslim is like that. Not even close. But that's what they preach. That's what they teach. Christianity doesn't. They did it in the Old Testament. But in the New Testament, they're like, no, get rid of that. We're all about love and stuff.
Agnostics, deists, anyone else you want to blame, but you don't want to look in the fucking mirror. For that, you fucking sick.
Some Christians do suck, but I don't listen to that because that's not what makes up the majority. And these people like Joshua Frankenstein and their stupid followers, they do not even. They're disgusting. They're stupid. And just listen. He's like, you sicken me, you sados, about people who are just complaining about a cup. So who's the one who's getting worked up? You. But people like Joshua Frankenstein and their stupid followers, they don't even represent, not even close to what Christianity is. But since it's cool to hate on Christianity on the internet, apparently they do. Because you're going to only look at the ugly side.
You fucking sicken me. And this isn't to say that there aren't asshole atheists that get offended with words like Merry Christmas.
Hate just an entire religion. Muslim, I don't hate Muslims just in general, even though it sounded like that. I hate what they preach, but I don't hate Muslims. This kind of sounds like you're an asshole atheist, to be honest. Again, someday 827 and I Must Destroy All are best friends, are friends with this guy. One of these is not like the other.
Because that actually happens as well.
His face is... You can tell he is angry. He is mad. Jesus. But really, there are jerk atheists. Really? I had no idea. What you should have said is, this does not represent a Christianity at all.
But those are isolated incidences.
So... Okay, it sounds like I'm getting mad, but I'm not getting mad at what he's saying. I'm getting mad at his contradictions. Do you really think these people are isolations? Are you serious? Like, you gotta be joking.
But there's a recurring theme with people like you wanting to make everything about you.
Like, a tenth. No. Okay, so, I know at my old school there are a lot of Christians, and they don't believe in this stuff. They don't.
Hiding under the guise of religion. No wonder religion is being taken less and less seriously every day.
On the internet.
Yeah. That's all I have for this video.
Should have stopped at 6 minutes and the video would have been fine. But no. And of course people are going to be like, oh, Stoutmeister, you're so smart, because they don't want to look in the mirror and be like, wow, he's actually being kind of being an arse right now.
And yeah, instead of the typical muggy bullshit, I'm using muggy as a cup holder for my Starbucks cup, as well as this being a good opportune time for Muggy to give his 2 cents and all that other good shit. And yeah, and before I end this video out of the way, I made a Facebook page for my video series, The Great American Demise. I'll still be using my main. I want to get out of the way before I end this for the Florida band Ionios. They are a kick-ass progressive power metal band.
Great, man.
And yeah, that's... I could say more, but I need to cool the fuck down because this shit right here just...
You heard it here, folks. He gets so angry and so worked up over trivial stuff like the coffee. Someone complaining about the coffee. Listen, I don't like Joshua Frankenstein either. I think he's a dimwit. But you're no better. Yeah, I said it. You're gonna sit here and say that, oh, there's like only a small margin of atheists who are jerks. But there's only a small margin of actual good Christian people, or all Christians are just bad. I'm looking at the stuff from your video, but yeah, I guess I do need to get off the internet because I can't open my mind. Dude, I watched this video and I was like, I like this Stoutmeister guy. Then watching this video, I'm like, oh, wait, oh, this guy's kind of a tool. Because he is.
Pisses me the fuck off, the fact that there's people like Joshua Fierstein that have such an influence over millions of fucking people.
Yeah, that does suck. It really does suck. But what happened to... But the reason is, normal actual Christians, they're not on YouTube. They're in church. And you should too. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Sometimes I make jokes, okay? We used to be able to make those. But
yeah, that's all I got for this video, you guys. Until then, stay tuned for more.
No.
Take care, see you later. Cue in some Ionios to cleanse thine mind.
This video, dude, this is a video solely on some Christians going after something so trivial, or I won't even say Christians, just Joshua Frankenstein and his followers. That's all you gotta say. But no, you want to attack Christianity as a whole because you think the media represents just Christianity as a whole. It doesn't, like, at all. So, yeah, I consider this video one of the worst videos on YouTube. Bam! Okay, that might be a bit of a hyperbole, but it was pretty bad. Like, really, really bad. It was bad. But I have worse videos coming on in the future. So, I gotta cool down. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna play some Melee. See you wusses. I'm Mr. Thenikin. Have a nice day. Screw Hyperior. And before he calls me, well, your channel's awesome, smiley face. Why do you call yourself Mr. Thenikin? Dude, your channel's called Official Gattago. Why do you call yourself Stoutmeister? Oh, no, seriously. Have a good day.